So before we jump in, if this podcast has ever made you feel less alone, hit that follow on Spotify or Apple. Leave a review if you felt seen, challenged, or reminded that you're not the only one trying to figure this out. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to go deeper, join our Discord. It's a garage after bedtime. It's honest conversations, no flexing, no pretending. All right, let's get into it. Episode 24. The dad edit.
We're here.
This is Community for Dads, why brotherhood matters more than ever. This episode's a pause, a step back from our usual content to acknowledge something bigger than us, the community that's forming around this show. When we started the dad edit, we didn't know what this would become. It's nothing crazy by any means. I think we just wanted to have honest conversations about fatherhood, work, pressure, purpose, identity. And since September, this has grown into a humbling, grounding, genuine, meaningful experience. This episode is gratitude, essentially. It's about recognizing the people listening, engaging, and showing up, about how community, real community, changes everything for dads.
Yeah.
So where I want to start is you don't have to do this alone. Fatherhood's not a solo mission.
No.
You might be a single dad, but you can choose to surround yourself with your tribe, with your village, with your people.
Yeah.
Why do you think we choose to isolate? Why is it one of the biggest, I would believe it's one of the biggest unspoken struggles for dads. It feels very lonely. I know, I think when you entered your fatherhood era at 22, everyone else at 22 is partying, living it up. Is that why? Because you just entered a different phase in life, or why do we isolate?
Yeah, I was in a completely different phase than everybody else around my age. All the other parents in the classes were 10 years older than me and looked at me as if I was just too young to be there, kind of thing. But I was putting in more effort than half of them. So I was picking my kids up every day and this, but yeah, you go to work, you do your family, you come back, you do your family thing. You don't have energy to do anything else. Maybe you're just too tired to socialize. Like I know my social battery runs low and then I need quiet for a little bit, but
Yep.
I do find that I gain energy when people are around though too. Like you guys showed up and now I'm more awake than I was before. So that's
It's not the energy drink beside you.
no, that's not even working today. But that just goes to show that the community helps build you up. So isolating, sometimes it's necessary to reflect and recharge, but I do get recharged by having you guys around. And I woke up this morning, looked out the window. We're supposed to do a bit of a community hike today, and it's like negative 3,000 degrees outside. It is. But I think it'll be fine once we get, now that I'm talking to you guys, once we get out there, it'll be all right. It'll give you, you certainly won't be tired. Anyway.
It's encouraging, right? When you have your people around you, it's a feel of encouragement. So let's go out there and let's walk in this fridge together and get it done.
And there's something about doing, difficult things or things that are uncomfortable and shitty as a group.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? It's not like I would never choose to go out and walk in these conditions. But if Ryan's going, I'm going. If Jeff's going and he's not going to complain, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to do it too.
It's that silent accountability that comes with having friends, community, whatever you want to call it, right?
Yeah.
It's special.
Oh, it's real. And I guess with the isolation thing, a lot of people you run out of that social battery and need a minute to calm their mind and quiet things down a bit. So maybe that's it, but I don't know.
I know I'm big on that. Like I have a very bad habit of isolating. almost to a point where, once I see, I believe, overtly negative behaviors, rather than calling it out, I just cut that person out, right? And that, makes your world very small at times. And I think I'm just coming out I think as becoming a father, I started to realize, like, shit, there's no support.
Mhm.
I have my girl, I have my family, I have you guys.
Yeah.
But there was definitely like a lonely feeling of like, shit, man, I don't get to share this with my high school buddies because they ain't around anymore.
Yeah.
Through my own negative behaviors, or, I chose isolation. It's an odd choice though. Now that I'm starting to experience, what we're generating here, connecting with individuals that still have yet to meet, feels awesome. Like to be like, to hear from someone and them say like, I love the conversations that you're having. Like it's relatable. I appreciate you guys talking about mental health because, I don't know what I'm doing. And it's nice to hear someone else say that. That's just freeing to me. I love it.
It's crazy because like what I'm noticing as time goes and how society is evolving, right? It's programming us to kind of, they call it lock in. But lock in doesn't mean tunnel vision and canceling everyone out. You know what I'm saying? Not sometimes, I feel it's a big part of success to have the right people around you, bro.
Yeah.
Man, you have to understand, locking in is a great thing, but don't push away the importance of that human nature of connection.
The community.
Bro, you need that. And it's like this, man. When I first got started, family was around like crazy. Everyone wanted to pitch and do their thing. When I had back in 2006, like mad support. And it made it seem a lot easier. And then there was a point where me and my wife transitioned financially. We left the hub. We left Montreal and we ventured out to other places to build our family. We went out west, and it was a shock, bro. It was a little fearful too, because it's like, okay, I don't have my mom there. If Anto's stressed out, and I can just be like, hey, can you come and look at the kids so we could do our thing? It was very isolating. Mentally, it was draining, 100%. More on my shoulders and stuff like that, to the point where we were out there for like 5 years, and I just yearned to go back home, because it was just, even though the money was there and we were building our young family and the love was there, it was just harder, bro.
It's at a distance, right?
Yeah, man.
Community's super powerful. Like everybody, it's easier to succeed when you have support
And knowledge of the elders, like I say, or the people around you that's been through it, and they can make suggestions, not forcing it on you. Do it like this, but when I was there, this is what I chose to do.
Yeah.
I'm giving that to you. Handle it as it is, right? Like just getting that little nuggets from the community around you just gives you that supportive feeling, and just makes you feel like, hey, I can do this. I'm not by myself, right?
It's tricky too, because more than ever now, everybody's isolating. Even kids are isolating. They're not going out to parties. Like, I mean, that's healthy that they're not out partying at a young age, but now they're isolating in the basement on their phones instead. And this is when the community is more important than ever, I think, where all of us in North America are kind of like alone, it feels like. So maybe us building up a dad walking group, or teaming up with some of our local entrepreneur friends. Like, this is very important stuff, I think. Even if it's small right now, it's big to us, right?
Exactly.
And I think that's I like that point. There's this false sense of connection because everyone's accessible. I can text you anytime. I can get a hold of you just about around the clock. But there's something different about when we meet here, when we're in person. Like what I really like, the direction that we're taking things is, it's great. We have some awesome engagement with some really cool people who we'll mention later, but doing a dad walk and like getting in person, even if it's, silence, if it's chatting, if it's a laugh, if it's just being around other guys that are struggling the way that you are.
Yeah.
there's power to that, right? I think that creates a better connection. For you, Ryan, when you were away, I believe you were out west, right? So it was 3 to 5 years. Who did you lean on? Did you just go quiet? Did you head down, lock in for those 5 years, like you were saying? Or?
Honestly, it was psychological, like lock-in. I was there for a purpose. I was there to better myself, or better my family situation. So it was, if you want to say selfish, just locked in. And it was like the only person I could lean on was my wife. 5 years is a bit of time, half a decade, and like it took time for us to welcome people into our circle, because we're very protective. If we half after, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have the people that I'm used to having around me, my cousins that I grew up with, my aunties, the family. So it was a slow process to allow people in that circle, because I got 2 little girls. I got a wife to protect. Not just anyone's going to come into this circle. So with time, we built up some, good friendships, and we slowly opened up to getting to know the community that we surrounded ourselves with, and it got easier, but not easy enough to the point where I was like, okay, this is where I'm going to raise my kids, my wife. I felt at that age I had to go back to Montreal and just have that foundation. And yeah.
Do you feel like there was like a cost to just handling it on your own? Like, do you feel like your relationship with your kids at that time suffered, or
not to say suffer, but I do see now that they're older, just how they are, with like introduction to family. They're more humble. They're more kept to themselves than how I was growing up, because I had all my cousins. I feel like I took that aspect away from them. Like, they don't have the greatest relationship with their cousins right now, which they have a lot of cousins. But it was a sacrifice I was willing to make just for a better life for them, right?
And you still raised amazing, well-adapted young worshiper.
But I did notice at a point when they were growing up, they had like a little bit of awkwardness when it came to being around, like when we used to go back to Montreal and being around their little cousins. They'd more keep to.
Bro, I still have awkwardness around everyone.
But you're just growing up, bro. Like, I couldn't wait for the family functions and like meeting up with my cousins and just chatting up and talking about school and everything like that. I didn't see that with them. It was more they were reserved, keep to themselves. Everyone was doing their thing. I had to kind of get involved. Mom had to get in. Yo, those are your cousins. Go mingle. Like, yeah.
I feel like too, that was our upbringing. Like, I felt like in the 90s, you were stoked. Like, I'm gonna go tear shit up with my cousin. I was like, one badass cousin. He's gonna do some fucking crazy shit.
Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna, like, Jeff's definitely bringing fireworks. Can't wait. Right? So you always had that excitement. Whereas I feel like the generation coming up, the kids, like, family just isn't the same in all places. Definitely not mine. Like, I had a strong relationship with my cousins in early years, and then that slowly just faded out. I barely know them. But I think that was definitely like our upbringing.
Yeah, I think it's a different time too. Yeah, absolutely. What you said is back then, all you had was the moment. There was no saving it, recording it, saving it for later, looking back on it through recordings. There was no internet to worry about. It was the moment right then and there. That was the fun thing to do. And you were present for that. And
you didn't have a choice. Get downstairs in the basement. Your cousins are playing. Get down there. The adults are hanging out.
100%.
Everyone's sitting there smoking at the table. You only came out to be like, Mom, I need a water. Like, something.
Yeah.
Jim's broke his toe. It's like, you only came up to like tell on someone or get something.
But I didn't want to jump back to your question. I didn't want to say that one thing that was very positive that came out of us making that move is the relationship that me and my wife had to build. Because we only had each other. There wasn't, it's always good to have, like we say, the village, the community, but sometimes that gets in the way a little bit. So we had to face each other through certain situations. We had to talk it out. We had to just deal with it. There was no me running off to my mom's house or my mom defending her son that, oh, come on, this and that. It was just me and Anto. So we had to craft it. We crafted something to have a better understanding of each other.
Which is great, man. At the end of the day, it's you and her versus the world.
Yeah, man.
Like it was you and her that started this family. It's you and her when the kids are long gone and moved on.
Exactly.
It's going to be you two. So it's almost a blessing that you guys had an opportunity to just spend 5 years like, okay, you're going to be my best friend.
Hell yeah.
So just whatever we got to get through, shut up. Like, let's get through. Let's get it. Like,
Yeah, I like that.
you're my friend.
That's it.
I love it. So I want to move more towards a positive note now, get out of our feels a little. Wow, fuck, I'm probably still going to get my talk about our last giveaway.
Yes.
We partnered with Grill 23. Jeff was really pushing for that. We had a meeting. I'll be transparent. It's a way for us to try and grow our social media.
Yeah.
But we wanted to find something that we could give away that would be unisex, because we want to bring in dads and the supporters of dads, parents, partners, brothers, sisters, whoever. And joining with Grill 23 was an awesome experience. I think you know a bit about Jerry's story.
Yeah. I've worked with him a few times in the past, and then watched Grill 23 grow, and how the community just cherishes that business and that spot, and Jerry and what him and his group had built there. And it was just the perfect first business to partner with.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. Anytime I watch his social media, he has this energy about him, bro.
Yeah.
He catches you. He draws you in, that positive energy, and it just shows like he's trying to do something for his community. I love that.
Man, that guy posts something like, he is, if we talk about natural leaders,
Oh man, you see it, right?
like I will follow that man through fire. I don't even know. I've never met him personally. We did this giveaway. We still have to, as a group, go down to Grill 23. He does a chug challenge every Friday.
I'm all for that.
Local entrepreneurs. Maybe we challenge you, Jerry's. We're putting it out on the internet. I'm a big boy. Let me know. But he does this challenge, and he has this energy. I think kids today call it aura. We would call it swagger. He has this about him that, he posted about a local business. I don't even need to look at the local business. I will repost it. Like, I trust his word. He's a genuine person. I didn't realize Grill 23's his London location. I don't know about the whole thing. 3-4 years he's only been doing this.
Yeah, something like Koval.
Holy man.
Hell yeah.
And hands down the best birria tacos I've ever had.
Any shout out.
I dream about them. I think about them once a week minimum. And I think the three of us should definitely go down and
100%.
have a bite, make sure he's there and say hi. And
I think he's so he does his chug challenge every Friday. It's January 25th. I don't like dating our episodes, but going forward, the next 3 are going to be on Friday, and then he's moving it to a Thursday.
Okay.
So we've got 3 weeks to plan for a Friday, or we have to do on a Thursday. If you're listening to this, man, go check out Grill 23, his Ilderton location, on Fridays or Thursday. Follow him on social media. He does this challenge. Something that doing that giveaway led us into is this world of craft barbecue in London.
Yep.
Which is sick.
Has me excited.
We met this gentleman, through social media. Big Mike, Half Cup Barbecue, Devin's Backyard, Dave's Meats does amazing hot sauces. These are all men who are just passionate and skilled and grounded. Most of them are fathers. And just to I didn't know there was a craft barbecue scene in London. I know there's Kyle's Fried Chicken, and he's I think the big brick and mortar guy.
Yeah.
But there's all these dudes in their backyards. This the gentleman Devin that wanted us or invited us to do a barbecue. So yeah, I got 14 barbecues. You just got to show up and cook meat.
Man, Andy, when I heard about this and I was seeing this, it got me so excited because barbecuing, grilling is close to my heart. I'll say it like that to get sentimental. Bro, we're talking about community, bringing people together. What brings people together more than food and drinks? Man, come on, guys. When I was in Montreal, I was the guy. on the weekends where, once again, cousins and friends are coming to eat the jerk chicken, whatever I'm throwing on the grill, and the energy and the family oriented, the love, the conversations, everything that came out of that, bro. I love to grill. So when I started noticing these guys, and then you told me about the 14 barbecue, I like, hold up, London, Ontario, they ain't ready. Come on, let's do this. I am so stoked about getting involved in this community. Like, I hope this does go the next step, because, like, man, that's one of my pasts. I enjoy grilling, having a beer, and just,
Oh man,
it's beautiful.
and there's something about smell. Food is a love language to me.
100%.
It's how I connected with my mom, us cooking, sitting down, eating food. I think I mentioned in an earlier episode, one of my like fondest memories is grocery day. So to, break bread with some people or have them invite us into their cooking community is amazing. I'm not going to represent. Maybe we'll, like, as a team, put in a dish, and Ryan, you can represent. Like, I'll be
I've had Brian's chicken wings and they're damn good. And I go for that.
Thank you, boys. Thank you.
yeah.
I agree. That's an excellent community to, like, very welcoming, and to a group that everybody in it's just excellent guys, just solid, down to earth, and we haven't met yet in person, but we look forward to it.
I feel, so a couple of them, like Devin's super, super friendly, and fuck, all of them, really. Half Cut is an amazing dude. Big Mike as well. They're all so friendly, and we don't know them for nothing aside from, we partnered with Grill 23, and then they helped promote the shit out of our giveaway. This is for $100 gift card, but that connection that we made is more value than anything. I do feel like going forward, now that I know, Half Cut listens, I'm talking to him every episode.
Come on now.
So when I sit down here and we're having conversation, I'm trying to chat to him.
The fourth guy at the table.
It's cool. I never expected us to create a connection like that. And I think it's brought forward by our authenticity and being transparent. Leading into our next giveaway, which we're doing a draw for today. This is, I want to reflect on community showing up. We partnered with Fanners, the barbershop, and Monsters in the Basement Tattoo, which is John and Ryan. Two amazing dads. I met John through looking for a haircut. I had shaved my head for years. And made a connection there. I think you've been to Fanners, haven't you?
Yeah. Excellent experience. Like, super chill.
It's just it's a nice shop. And I think originally it was just him when I started going. He's put in 2 other chairs. Those guys are solid. He had a little, like, offshoot room in his on his floor, which he turned into a tattoo shop.
Yes.
Which is fucking cool. Like, barbershop and tattoo shop go hand in hand.
Oh yeah.
So he had someone in there, and that guy started to grow beyond that spot. So Ryan just happened to work out to go there. Ryan used to be my babysitter.
Okay.
So back in the day, he knew my family. And yeah, that's all history. I remember grabbing my little, like, rubber wrestlers, and we were up on the 2nd floor, and we would whip them down onto the stairs and watch them bounce off the stairs. But we, like, wrecked the neighbor's flowers. He had, like, these beautiful, he put all of his time and energy into these flowers on the stairs. There's a further story to this. We were whipping them. We busted all the flowers. My mom came home, like, gave Ryan shit because he's supposed to be responsible. Gave me shit because I was just being an idiot. We apologized to Bill, who was our downstairs neighbor. Bill, shout out to Bill. He works at Fellini Collini's, I believe, as their general manager, top front of house guy.
Okay.
He's been there forever. I've carried that feeling of wrecking his flowers my whole life. my girl and I went to Fellini's and we saw Bill, and Bill was like, "Oh my God, I recognize you. Why do I know you?" I said, "Oh, I'm Michelle's son." So actually, about 30 years ago, I destroyed all your plants on your front. He goes, "I don't even know what you're, I don't remember that." I thought, thank God, man.
And it's
Because I
stuck with you. That's all.
no, I felt terrible about that. But to bring it back, we joined up with John and Ryan to do another giveaway. We're doing a haircut and a tattoo. I want to win it.
I want to win it.
I'm just so tempted to enter, but I'm just like, yeah, let me just think.
I don't think even if we did win it, I don't think we could give it. We'd have to make up someone else that won.
No, but I'll just have to go and buy a haircut and a tattoo off to the side, though.
All right.
That sounds sweet. Maybe in the future we can do an event in that space. I think that'd be cool.
Hell yeah.
I know John does a big football pool. I mean, hey, for fantasy, so there might be an opportunity.
Go Bills.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Go Bills.
Next year.
Next year. Sounds like a Toronto fan.
Oh, fuck.
Next year's our year.
We'll get them.
But so we want to purchase things and then give it to our community as a way of growing our social media and to give back to the people that listen to us. We want to pick fun giveaways. So when we approach John and Ryan, they're donating their time. So if you are listening to this before you've picked it, make sure that you tip those guys because this is out of their own pocket.
Yeah.
It's an amazing thing, especially, fuck either one of them. John's time, great barber. Ryan's time, an hour of a tattoo is expensive. Make sure y'all tip these guys.
Talented guys.
I do want to draw this like, when someone offers help, do you accept it? Do you deflect it? When Ryan said, don't worry about it. I'm donating my time. Like I can't accept like that. I don't feel right doing that. My instinct is to deflect help or assistance. Like you ain't gotta, like, I got this. I decided I'm paying for a haircut and I'm paying for the tattoo. How do you guys handle that? How do you drop your ego to accept help?
Hey, I just allow people to give their blessings. Okay. Bro, like we go through life. Why would I want to stop a next man from giving his blessing? Yeah, it could feel a little bit awkward because that's just that manly defensive mechanism going up. I don't want to owe no one nothing, but bro, you don't know what he's going through, what he's been through, and maybe he feels he needs to give back because he was blessed by someone else. So I'm never gonna block someone from giving their blessings. So I encourage and need more of that. So yeah, it's at first for me, no, it's all good, man. I get it. Because I've been blessed so much throughout my whole life. So I'm always looking for areas where I can bless someone else. If it's financially, through conversation, through some wisdom, or if I could, lending a hand, I'm going to try to do what I can do. So I'm going to allow the next man to do the same.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a great statement.
I think it's exactly how community does build. Like these guys doing such a solid thing for us, the dad edit guys,
No expectation.
with no expectation. It's just out of the kindness of their hearts, just because Andy's a good guy, and man, that's community building. That's real connection, that's what we're doing, right?
Yeah, man.
And I can't wait to get together with these guys, and hopefully they can join us on our negative 30-degree hikes.
You dress warm.
Sure, man. Like,
Dress warm.
yeah.
I think it's nice. I think that's kind of the difference between building relationships versus networking.
Yeah.
When we went into the Grill 23 giveaway, I didn't expect anything. Like, hey, you don't got to do nothing. You don't got to advertise it. Like, are you just okay with us giving away $100 gift card of yours? He promoted it. He introduced us to this community. I believe the gift card was even $110. There's a little extra there. Like it was just cool, man. It's really cool to see people give away. And I hope that we put ourselves into a position where we can do the same, whether it's for creators or fathers or, in the future, if we do interviews and we want to have a fourth guy at the table and we can really promote their business to our community.
Yeah.
I hope that we're in a position where we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
One of my last point for gratitude and thanks that we've experienced most recently, which I think I'll be the only one that can talk to most of it, is we got a podcast appearance. We got to do an interview, which, I mean, I don't think that we were sought after necessarily, right? I don't think we're at that level where someone really cared to have us on, like, the data that's coming. But we had good interaction. I had started talking to, he goes by Dick Frost. I think he's Richard Frost, but what a fucking name. That sounds like a porn star. Again, he's got a stash like a porn star. He's got this big handlebar. He's fucking hilarious.
You're killing me, Andy.
Isn't he though? Your big old handlebar stash. He's the host of On the Throne. He also does his, I think he's mainly TikTok, at Dick Frost and at On the Throne. A lot of respect to that guy, because I mean, to us on TikTok, I think we got 79 followers. He's got 83,000. The fact that he even sent attention our way is a blessing, especially in a social media world where attention is money.
Yep.
It was cool. There was no real return for him having us on the podcast, right? You know, he is
How do you hear about us, or
just interaction on Threads.
okay?
So Threads is a sweet fucking app. It's like Twitter, but it's the Instagram version. I've started to post on Threads and it feels very community. Twitter feels like a place just to argue with people. Threads feels like you put out a positive message and you get a bunch of return on it, and it's nice. So that's kind of how we started to interact. He was promoting his Blue Collar podcast, and I said, hey, like, we got a podcast of 3 blue collar dads. You know, just I threw it out there. I just sprinkled some attention his way.
Okay.
And he said, do you want to come on? And then that's why it was such short notice. He hit me up, said, can you do tonight or tomorrow?
Yeah.
I didn't want to give up an opportunity to be like, wow, we need to prep, and like, let's give us a month, and maybe he loses interest. If he showed, if he extended an opportunity, let's jump into it.
Yeah. I got to do a little cameo on that. That was pretty dope.
Yeah. He was pretty stoked to have you. You guys had a good football chat. I was lost. I don't know if he's going to put video up of that. By all means, you guys were talking football. I was doing my best to nod and not look fucking lost. Josh Allen.
Go.
Buffalo.
Yeah.
I know some names. That's all I got.
The greatest of all time. I know some names. Dale. Let's go, Superman. Hey.
Fuck me. I'm sorry, everyone. But it was cool, man. It was, he has a really cool style.
Yeah.
He interviewed Ed the Sock. You remember MTV, Ed the Sock?
And the soft
Oh, snap.
cigar.
Okay. Yes, I do.
Way back, one of his early episodes of On the Throne, I think it's called Sock On. And Ed the Sock, like, it immediately they start the podcast, like, you can hear it. He goes, oh, fucking finally. And he's like, he just cuts him up. Like, it's hilarious. Okay. I wish that he would promote that episode more because it was sick. But that was a cool opportunity. It was interesting. Like, it made me realize, you know, we're not trying to chase recognition, but we're building something real here, right? And I think that our actions match what we're trying to say.
Yes.
I think we all approach this authentically. I know, you know, the plan was to have all 3 of us on the podcast, but Jeff, you said you had a busy household. And we even spoke like, fuck it, man. Like, if it's busy, it's loud, like, jump in. It's not a big deal. I do, with all of this being said, I want to acknowledge, you know, how far we've come. It's been 3 months. 3? September, October, November, December, January, almost February, 5 months.
Okay.
Almost half a year. I just want to, like, a little reflection. What are you guys proud of so far?
When an employee comes up to me at work and says, man, keep doing what you're doing, is fucking awesome. Like, that right there. Yeah, we're actually, there's people out there that's searching for something, and we are relatable to what they're searching for. So when that happened, I was just like, all right, fucking A, buddy. Like, bro, do you realize, like, I looked at the page. I think we have like 300.
319
We got
as of today.
319 ears listening to what we got to say, bro. That's dope as fuck to me, bro.
It's cool.
And soon enough, I know it'll be like 5,000. Like, bro, like, we're doing something that matters.
Mm-hmm. To
And
someone.
I earnestly feel that in my spirit, in my heart. Like, I get excited when I look at the show notes. Like, nothing's scripted, but we try to prepare. And it's just like, man, we're gonna touch some people. We're gonna help some people out that are in a dark space.
Yeah.
And that's what excites me about this, bro. Slowly but surely, yeah, the community will get large, but through the process, the people that are vibing us and can relate, it goosebumps.
And I don't know if people realize, like, I'm big on transparency, vulnerability. We're never going to put anyone on blast or promote anything that they don't want to be promoted. But when you reach out to us, man, and you say, like, thanks, whew, I'm ready to record immediately.
Yeah.
Like, it just gives me so much power. If I could pay my rent in that, I would quit my job and just do this. Like, that is so inspiring. And I have so much admiration for someone to reach out and say, hey man, like, I connected with what you said. We're going to have these conversations either way. But if you've done that, thank you. It's unreal. The fact that someone even tunes in is crazy. Even if it's just our family, shout out mom.
Shout out to Zaria. Shout out to her class that listens. Like, bro, that was big for me too. When my daughter told me, I think I said this in a previous episode, when my daughter told me that they tune in sometimes in the class, the teacher will, they'll throw on a podcast while they're studying or whatever, and that and it was an option. What? That's crazy. Made me feel like a superstar, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, step to the side, Jay-Z. It made me feel real nice that, like, we're doing something for our, like, the intentions of what the actions that we're taking, it's influencing the community, bro. Like, what the hell?
It's crazy.
That's a thing that I'm really looking forward to, is in-person type event. Yeah, not even an event. Like, this hike is not quite an event. It's just like, let's just meet in person and do something together and feel like a community. It's nice. I like that. I'm looking forward to those type of things.
When we talk about, listenership and I'm a numbers guy. I like data. I like visualization of data. And, when we talk about listeners, whether it's 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, when you start to put that into physical person perspective, not just like, oh, cool, we have some numbers of people listening to us. Think about a classroom full of people, 20, 30 people. I couldn't sit here and talk to 20, 30 people and feel like I'm connecting and generating, but to have 20, 30 people targeted at what you're saying, that are genuinely locked in and listening to you
and engaging.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. Once we start, like, meeting up with people and they're engaging, it's gonna be next level.
Well, like Dougie Fresh, man, he's always posting. Every time he posts his dinner for the night on the food channel and Discord, man, I'm just like, oh shit, Dougie Fresh posted, and I'm like, what's he making tonight? That's how.
Hey man, Dougie Fresh feels like one of the original Dad Edit listeners, like one of the first, Discord supporter. Currently only Discord supporter.
Hey,
get it there.
Start somewhere.
But Dougie Fresh, man, if you listen to this episode, shout out. We really appreciate you participating and engaging and, like, just jumping into the community.
Hell yeah, I'm about to do a Dougie for you right now, brother.
Hell yeah.
That's gratitude. We appreciate.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it.
So I think we'll wrap up this episode. This was really a thank you. I know it's a bit different than our normal content, but this is to anyone that's listening, to anyone that's sharing, to everyone that's reaching out. We're proud of what we're building. We're grateful for the opportunity that we have here.
Yeah.
And we don't take a single listener for granted. We really, really, really hope that we can start to generate some in-person community, maybe when the weather's fucking better.
I feel you.
But
Yeah, actually, before you wrap up there, Andy, I want to invite anybody who is listening. We're looking at doing a couple things in the near future, like our push-up challenge, our possibly a polar dip in March, but also these hikes, man. Like, join us. I'm on the Garmin app, and I'm trying right now. I'm 2% up the way of climbing Mount Everest on the app. So join me. Let's challenge each other. Let's do some stuff together.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Let's connect.
I like that. You can connect with us on Instagram at the Dad Edit Podcast. Join us on our Discord. There is a invite link in our Instagram. We don't take any of y'all for granted. Like, I'm excited, man. Community changes men. Brotherhood keeps them standing. We is all we got. Thank you, guys.